panelists onto the stage. May I once again invite Shri Sudhendu Jyoti Sinha, Advisor, Infrastructure, Connectivity and E-Mobility, Niti Aayog. I once again invite Shri Dipankar Ghosh, Managing Director, Knorr-Bremse India Private Limited, to kindly join us on the panel. I invite Shri Pratap Narayan, Officer on Special Duty, Railway Board, Indian Railways. I invite Shri Sanjay Goel, Executive Director, Transportation Business, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. I invite Shri Shailendra Singh, Principal Executive Director, Railway Board. Shri Rakesh Prasad, General Manager Business Development, APL Apollo Tubes Limited. Shri Praveen, Parasar, Business Manager, STAHL, CraneSystems India Private Limited. And our distinguished moderator for the session, Shri Ashok Goel, Chairman, Rail Analysis India.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ashok Goyal. And first of all, I would like to warmly welcome and thank Mr. Jyoti Sinha, Advisor, Infrastructure, Connectivity and E-Mobility, Niti Aayog, who has given us some very valuable insights into the progress, development, and vision of the railway industry of India. I am further thankful to my old friend, Mr. Dipankar Ghosh, Managing Director, Knorr-Bremse India Private Limited, who are our honored platinum partners to this event. His views and his very valuable insights on important aspects of the future of railways and metro industry are very encouraging and inspiring. Not to leave out the 70% braking systems in the world. Today's topic for the panel discussion is new development in railway sector and opportunities for rolling stock industry in India. Mr. Jyoti Sinha just told me he's got a call from the ministry to be there as soon as possible. In fact, he has already said enough. And in my agenda, he was the last gentleman to ask a few questions. So I'm upgrading him to the first one so that he can give his views and maybe join the budget session, which is now probably in progress. And we can hope to have a very, very encouraging and a very, very fruitful and a very, very important budget, especially for the railways. Sir, what are the views of Niti Aayog in the new government to boost manufacturing in India and railway sector? What are some of the challenges that need to be addressed in order to make India a manufacturing powerhouse?
So I would, in response to this question, I would simply say four things. First is the quality. Second is the cost of logistics. Third is the cost competitiveness. And finally, the ethical standards, sustainability, or whatever you may call it. Until in your manufacturing stream, and we just now only saw the Knorr-Bremse, the Munchen-based organization, until in our own manufacturing stream, we are able to bring all these four things simultaneously, it would be very, very difficult to have universal acceptance. But yes, as far as the Niti's perspective is concerned, we want to make India into a manufacturing hub. And that is the reason why you see a number of policies, number of programs which are curated at Niti and finally given to the ministries to take it forward. They are, they are revolving around this thing. That how do our products, they become, they stand on all these four parameters the best. That is what the perspective is, yes.
Certainly. Sir, there is a lot of talk about the PLI scheme for rail sector of the government. How is it going to enhance the overall manufacturing efficiency of the rail supply chain in India? What are your views on this?
So, multiple PLI schemes have been launched. The idea behind PLI scheme was that because that is an area which is a non-starter, or that is an area where we must take a lead globally. We have missed opportunity. That is why in those areas, PLI schemes were launched. It is production-linked incentive. Normally, the bidding processes are taken forward on the QCBS kind of system so that we are able to get the best out of the people. This is what it is. But yes, you are mentioning that whether in railway sector, should we have a PLI or not, probably that needs to be considered, yes.
What is your perspective on the future of the Indian railway rolling stock technology landscape by 2030? Can you suggest two key technologies needed by us?
So in rolling stock, the way we are progressing and the traction which I am watching since last, 10 years, I would say that this portends very well for the country. So, as I said in my initial keynote, that we ought to become the export hub also. So our rolling stock should not only be that of, they should not be only for the serving in the country, they should be for the outsiders also. That could come if the factor of safety, if the best of the state-of-art technology can be embedded into it. It is being done, not that it is being not done. And more than that, if we aspire to become the manufacturing hub, then naturally, localization, the value addition percentage that has to periodically keep on going. In fact, the PLI schemes are supposed to be for that. The idea of PLI is that gradually they should be the Make in India component. For example, I give you one example from my other stream, that is advanced chemistry cells. So advanced chemistry cell, we said that the very first year when you are manufacturing, you should be having 25% of localization. And in 3 years, that is the program period, plus of course the initial 2 years. So in the 3 years of operation, you should be achieving this 25% to the 60%. So in your bill of materials and everything, 60% should be Make in India component. So that is how, the money starts flowing, correct?
Well, gentlemen, as I told you, he's in a hurry. If he'll be leaving us in a few minutes, if anybody has any particular question he would like to ask before he goes, may just put up his hand, and I would request to take the mic to him, please. Anybody would like to ask Mr. Jyoti anything before he goes? Yes, sir. We have that gentleman there. Can we get the mic there, please? Sir, kindly be very, very brief. We are out of time.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'm glad to attend this summit on rail.
Sir, can you identify yourself, please?
My name is Manish Agarwal. I am associated with the Institution of Engineers India, IEI. So basically, I wanted to ask about the safety aspect. Like, we are developing very fast, and we are having the semi-high speed and high-speed trains already, semi-high speed are already implemented, and high speed are going to, Mumbai, Ahmedabad is going to be there shortly. So basically, but recently, during last 1 year, a lot of accidents have taken place, and we are saying that rail coverage or that anti-collision or device is there, but it has not been, it has been implemented only on 10% of the rail network. So a lot of accidents have taken place or are taking place during last 1 year. So my question is that before embarking on future development, we should, because one life lost is too many lives. So even a single life matters. So the safety aspect should be taken care of, and the whatever technologies, safety, anti-collision, that should be implemented on 100% of the tracks on in a network in a time-bound manner, rail network. Metro is safe. There is no such thing with the metro, Delhi Metro and DMRC. Metro technology is safe. Already we are having, before starting of metro, safety is there. 100% safety is there. So same thing should be there on the rail network as well. Thank you.
Any take, sir?
So it's an observation, so I fully agree with what you are saying. But let me put it this way, that, in fact, most of the railway officials who are present here, as well as the superannuated officials, that the railway system has been built in such a way that, if everything goes on a proper way, then there cannot be a safety compromise. What happens is that even if one of the elements involved, one of the stakeholders For example, driver is there, guard is there, signal man is there, station master is there. Even if one tries to commit an error, still the system is robust enough not to go for a safety compromise. What happens is that when multiple factors get involved, then it becomes challenging. But yes, I fully agree that additional layers of safety without compromising on efficiency, that should always be, highest factor of safety should be there. Because we do so much of good work. We means the team of railways, not only the railway officials, the manufacturers, the contractors, the laborers, all of us are doing so much good work. But when an accident is there, and this has got such a big public visibility, because people trust. That's why you would see that a road accident may not, it doesn't invoke that much of alarm as a railway accident does. Because people have 100% confidence that, as it is said, that when you are sleeping, somebody else is taking care of you. So that is how the system should be built.
Sir, we welcome you to this event. And there is a lot of discussion on the key aspects of the modernization plan for converting 40,000 coaches. How can this modernization and maintenance of the existing rail coaches impact the present and future aspirations of passengers?
Very good morning to all of you. I would like to, first of all, say thanks to the rail analysis. And I will also like to basically pay my regards to my esteemed seniors who are present here and who have guided my career so far. Thank you very much. This is a very, very interesting question. Actually, as you know, that we brought this LHB technology, and it is a good technology and it has served us very well. But during the course of the action and the service, we realized that there are certain issues like the reliability, the comfort. So the idea was once we went into the Vande Bharat technology, and it was a superior technology with superior ride index, superior comfort, and many superior safety features. So it was decided that the existing LHB stock, it should also be upgraded on the Vande Bharat pattern. So what we are facing the problem is the reliability issues like spring breakage, the damper issues, the wheel shelling. They are prevalent in LHB coaches, though it is safety-wise, it has proven to be a much more robust and much more safe stock than the ICF. And this behavior of LHB has been demonstrated in many of the accidents and derailments, and it has helped us in saving the precious lives. But still, the reliability issues we would like to address. So basically it is a very ambitious program launched by the government, and last year around in the budget, the Honorable Finance Minister has announced this, that will upgrade the 40,000 LHB coaches. So basically we are looking at three aspects. One is the safety and reliability, then the passenger experience, the aesthetics and comfort part of it, and then there has been issue of jerks on LHB trains, though it has been largely addressed, but still we would like to go for the better technology. And then the surveillance and the onboard basically diagnostic systems to monitor the health of the stock continuously and take the corrective action. Because ultimately we also want to migrate to the predictive maintenance rather than the kind of breakdown or the preventive maintenance we are doing today. So our challenge is, number one is improving the bogie. So for that, we are already have floated a tender from RCF. There we are looking for study of the existing stock and optimize the bogie to suit the Indian conditions. And have a better reliability. So that is one part. So I don't want to go into details of this particular project. Ultimate aim is to basically upgrade the bogie, and 40,000 coaches, 80,000 bogie will be needing in that process. So it's a big project. Around 20,000 crore only on the bogie will be going. Then the second part, what I'm talking, that the coupler, we want to go for the automatic kind of coupler, so that the problem with the existing coupler, where we have the problem of unintended uncoupling during the run of the train, that is one thing. The jerk was the major factor. And also the safety and enhancing the crashworthiness of the LHB coach design. So with keeping these three important points into the consideration, we are thinking of replacing all the couplers of 40,000 coaches. So that is part two. Then interiors, we want to upgrade the interiors. That involves the paneling, seats and berths, the toilet system, because today one of the major source of the complaints on Indian Railway is the toilet. So that toilet experience we want to change for the better, and that's why that is then the passenger information system, PAPIS, that we want to install in the coaches, and the onboard condition monitoring systems also the part of it. Then the CCTV cameras and the painting system of the coach, because the current painting system what we are following, it's not lasting very long, and after some time the colors are getting faded, the gloss is being lost. So that is also a part of this upgradation process. Then what we are looking for because as Sudhendu told that we want to be a net zero organization by 2030, and this environmental sustainability is also one of the key focus areas of the Indian Railway. So we want to reduce the weight of the coach. So during the course of doing the refurbishment of the LHB stock, we would like to explore the materials which are eco-friendly, lightweight, and have the minimum carbon footprints. So these are the basic areas of the upgradation of this part, and it is going to be a big project, and around what we have estimated so far, it will be around 40,000 crore project for the upgradation part. So the things are being finalized, and they are almost final, and we'll be shortly inviting the industry to participate in the discussions and the formulation of the scheme, and probably the specifications and the tender conditions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sudhendu, for your views. We'll come back to you in a bit. We also have from the Railway Board, Shri Pratap Narayan ji, Officer on Special Duty. Sir, we talk about the Vande Bharat is now operating on multiple routes across the country, and many train sets are in production. Indian Railways is making tremendous strides in its innovation of rolling stock. Can you provide us a glimpse into the technological advancements of the present Vande Bharat and what we can expect in the next 2 to 3 to 5 years?
Present Vande Bharat, which are under manufactured at ICF, it has many versions, like a chair car version is already turned out. Now we are planning for sleeper version. Then it has got better safety feature. Like in this case, we have put fire survival cables for important circuits like door circuits, PAPIS, etc. It has better ride comfort. It has a facility of onboard infotainment, internet on demand. Then PAPIS is already there. This has the system of ETB, emergency talk button. Through this button, passenger can directly talk to the driver. And then from driver and guard, driver and guard both can communicate to each other. And they can also communicate to the passenger. They can announce any important information to the passenger. And there are other features also like automatic door closure system is there. Modern IGBT system has been used in this case. So in addition to this, we are also putting Kavach system in all Vande Bharats which are being rolled out from ICF. So the railways is putting a special emphasis on the safety of the train. So already that railway has a plan, massive plan to put this Kavach system in all rolling stock, basically in EMUs, MEMUs, locomotives, Vande Bharat.
Anybody, any suggestion on the Vande Bharat? Any take on that? No. Yeah, Miss.
Can I add in?
Yeah, please.
So the Vande Bharat, if you see, there are two things. One is the technology, another is the aspiration of 1.4 billion Indians. The Vande Bharat platform, be it the Vande Metro, what is coming out and the Vande, that itself has created a huge amount of positive traction in not only the passengers but also in the industry, that how a Vande Bharat platform can be used for the future market. So that way, if the government and the Indian Railways focus on the Vande Bharat, we feel that there's a lot of things, the industry, the rail component industry, even the multinational like us and our competition can bring in lots of technologies which can be integrated into a train which is so Indian in itself. I wanted to add that particular thing.
No,
That's
no,
correct.
no,
Actually, see, distributed power rolling stock like Vande Bharat, then Vande Metro, again, already it has been turned out from ICF. It is under trial. So one Vande Metro will be turned out from the RCF also. So likewise, so many, that Indian Railway has planned to upgrade its technology. Then high-speed train is already there. It will be coming by NHRCL. So a lot of things are there, a lot of emphasis are there on technological advancement. And in this, we are also looking for this energy-efficient propulsion system for the rolling stock. As of now, we are having this IGBT-based system. So we are also looking for this SIC-based propulsion system for converter also. So a lot of things are there which can be contributed by the industry.
Gentlemen, Mr. Shri Tej Pratap ji has also got a call from the ministry to report immediately. Can you be here for a bit, or you can be here? Sir, I'll just come back to you, right? 10 minutes can be 15. Because I can understand, today is the very, very important the budget, and it's already in progress, and we have Shri Dipankar Ghosh with us, Managing Director, Knorr-Bremse India Private Limited. He has already spoken volumes in his very well-prepared presentation, and most of the points which I had in mind have already been, spoken about. But still, I would like to understand a few more factors for the, convenience of the audience. Sir, can you tell me what are the new opportunities for major rolling stock suppliers, such as Knorr-Bremse, presented to the Indian market today, and how are you planning to meet them? Can you share insights to your expansion plans, sir?
Okay, thank you for the question. If you see the railway sector doesn't, innovate every year or every month, because it's a safety, it's a passenger safety, human lives are, so whatever innovations are happening in Europe or in anywhere in the world, we also are trying to bring those innovations parallelly to the India market. From a Knorr-Bremse as a company. Why? For example, many of you know the Mumbai monorail, which is being now built by not the initial one, but the present one by Medha. We have introduced something like a linear induction motor drive in the whole of the door systems. Why it is important? One, it is almost maintenance free. Second, if you have one of the doors stuck, usually in any Delhi metro, you have to abandon that particular door. So here we can operate a single door. Similarly, you don't have any spindles, you don't have any belts. That's one. Similarly, in the railway sector, we are bringing in innovations like something like intelligent compressors, oil-free compressors, and also, as we were talking about the UK case study for the HVAC, we are also bringing in HVACs which are much more energy efficient. Very high coefficient of energy is possible with our this thing. And also, we can even sense where and how we can operate that particular HVAC in a much more better way. So what I'm trying to say is that these are the different innovations which we are bringing into the India market. But parallelly, to cater to the huge volume what we have, we are expanding in a big way. We do brakes, we do toilet systems, we do the door systems. Initially, the door drives we are making, the door leaves we are not making. Very soon, with our new factory, we would be manufacturing the door leaves also out here in India, not only for the Indian market, but also for the global market. And for the HVAC, we are doing everything out here in India, and we are also competing neck to neck out here. Similarly, we are helping many of the Indian car builders with the TCMS solution, because many of the Indian car builders who do not have their own propulsion system, they struggle with the TCMS system. So that's where we chip in and we try to help them integrate their propulsion system with the different other subsystems, what they require for running the train. And coming back to your second question of factory expansion, we have already started. The land acquisition and the overall planning took a little bit of a time, but now presently we have split it into two parts. The part which is within our campus, we are doubling our almost 80%, we are building it again primarily for the door systems and the friction material systems, while the other expansion is still under the process. So maybe by 25, we should be ready with our door systems, manufactured from India. Rest, it'll follow through.
Mr. Ghosh, what is your view? How will the PLI scheme for rail sector of the government enhance the overall manufacturing efficiency of the rail supply?
Oh, it will. I mean, if you see the PLI scheme, the magic what has been done in the electronics and the IT hardware. If you see, today you have the Apple iPhones. Many of you who have the Apple iPhone 15s with you are all manufactured in India. The Foxconn, the Apple, the Samsung, everything has started out here. Similarly, if you have the PLI for the rail component industry out here also, there's a lot of things which will happen. The ecosystem will develop in a way where not only the multinational players like us who will bring in lots of technology, lots of best practices, because in railway domain what happens is, it's not the product, it's the experience with the product which matters. It is very easy to make a HVAC. It is very easy to make a slipshod brake system, but to maintain that for the next 35 years and give the comfort to the Indian market or to the customer that this product is valid for the next 35 years, that's where the experience, that's where the best practices, that's where the international lessons learned come into the picture. And that's what we as a company bring into the table.
That is the value.
But again, coming back, the export competitiveness of the country and the fact that if you have a PLI scheme, there is a high chance the Indian ecosystem of the rail component manufacturing will be integrated to the global supply chain manufacturing. See, today, what is Apple doing? They are actually integrating Indian suppliers to the global supply chain. And that's where the trickle-down effect will have more job creation. It will have more of a industry, the MSMEs and everyone. What is the MSME in the railway sector missing? The technology, the knowledge, and the skill. That will only happen if you really pull in, the government gives some sort of a PLI scheme where most of the so-called global majors are interested to collaborate with the MSMEs and bring the technology out here and bring in the trickle-down effect of the skill development of the technology infusion into the country, and then only you will have the whole of the industry really going up.
I fully agree with you, and let us hope the today's budget is able to give some coverage to the scheme in a more elaborate way.
True.
And sir, I'll come back to you in a bit again. We also have Shri Praveen Parasar, business manager from STAHL CraneSystems India Private Limited. Sir, what are the solutions provided by your CraneSystems? Can you share your insights into your present rail and metro presence in India? Please.
Okay, so
Please be brief, sir. Time is clicking very...
definitely. See, STAHL CraneSystems being part of Columbus McKinnon Corporation, it's a global corporation, and PAF Silver Claw is a brand under our corporation which has been serving depot MNP, especially in railways, since several decades. It's also one of the first company that made this underfloor lifting system in the world in 1960s. And that system is still working today. If you go to Nuremberg depot, the first system made in the underfloor lifting system for the railway, it's still working in that depot. We came into India in 2003. The first such system was taken by DMRC. That system is still working without any intervention by us. So that kind of system is still there. Indian Railway has just now started with this system. We have just implemented one such system in Sakur Basti depot. So Vande Bharat has been a very interesting experience. Maybe some of this I will present in my presentation also. We definitely have some challenge in terms of Vande Bharat standardization, manufacturing of the train itself, which obviously we are having discussion with several stakeholders, including Railway Board, ICF, and all that. So it's very interesting, but we bring in that technology. We have brought that technology already, and we are discussing with various stakeholders how to implement, because it's not just about the product or the technology, but whether we are at ground level ready to implement it with the existing infrastructure. Because creating a complete new infrastructure is never a solution. You always have to make a way, integrate into existing infrastructure.
Yes, of course.
While going forward.
What are your plans to expand your manufacturing operations in India in line with the Make in India initiative?
We already have started doing it. So till 5 years ago, we were bringing most of the product from Germany. In last 2 years, we have increased the indigenization of the component from 10% to 50%. And we are, by end of this year, we plan to achieve 80% localization of the component, keeping the technology and the quality as the German standards that we have been following. So this we are already achieving. By the end of this year, we expect we will do 80% localization of the component under Make in India.
Can you suggest any 2 key technologies needed to adopt to make the Indian ecosystem future ready for 2030?
As I said, it's very important to integrate the old infrastructure that we have and the new setup that we are planning, instead of totally dismantling the old and creating new, because that's never sustainable. In that aspect, one of the technology that we are trying to discuss and bring in is creating some of these depot MNP that can handle both old and new infrastructure. For example, I will give a very simple example, the underfloor lifting system that we have been discussing about for the train. So generally that's created for new kind of high-speed trains. That's not sustainable for the old style. Even LHB coaches, it's not used nowhere in the world. But we do have technologies we have been discussing about that same system can be used for even ICF coaches, LHB coaches. So you don't have to have different maintenance setups for different type of rolling stock. You can have a single centralized facility that can cater to all these 2-3 rolling stocks without changing over from one to the other.
Thank you for your opinion. I'll come back to you in a bit, time permitting. We also have Shri Rakesh Prasad ji, General Manager, Business Development from APL Apollo Tubes. Sir, can you please tell us about APL Apollo? What do you do and what are your products? And how you are adding value in the infrastructure, construction and the railway industry.
Good morning and greetings from APL Apollo. And thanks, Mr. Goel, Mr. Ashok. Yeah. So just to give a brief introduction about APL Apollo, our group. We are the largest, we are coming from the background of construction building material. So we are the largest manufacturer of steel pipes as well as plastic pipes in the country. And if I see globally, we are the second largest with a capacity of almost 5 million tons, with exports ranging in 30 countries. We have grown at the rate of 23% YOY in last 5 years' time. And we have a complete range of products. Almost we are the only company in the country which has a SKU of 2,500, which is not available with any competitor friend of mine. We have been contributing in a big way to Indian Railways as well as the infrastructure. You name any big infrastructure in the country, be it railways, be it aviation, be it urban mass, or be it any other infrastructural project, we are there. APL Apollo is there. Now, we are not only manufacturers, we are also bringing in a lot of revolution in the construction industry. So as we all know, there are only three to four parameters which governs a construction industry. Number one is cost, number two is quality, number three is environment, and number four, with what speed you are building up the infrastructure. So the technology which we have brought in, which my friends would see during the course of the day, during the main presentation, that is the tubular technology. Now, we brought this technology almost 2.5 years back when Delhi government asked us to, during the COVID times, when Delhi government asked us to construct 7 hospitals in Delhi. And this we did it in 120 days. Everything was fabricated in the plant. It was transported to the site, bolted, and the superstructure we completed in 100 to 120 days. So, besides being a manufacturer, we are also adding in a big way to Indian Railways. We are working almost on 45 rail modernization stations as on date, and we are transforming from the conventional methodology of construction to tubular construction. For more details, my people are there on the stall. We can discuss it further. So that is how, in brief, Mr. Ashok, we are transforming the Indian Railways with the quick construction time, because time is money. When I said we did 7 hospitals in 100 days' time, had it been a conventional construction methodology, it would have taken 2.5 years' time. So you can imagine the cost. You can imagine how much the government saved.
No, naturally.
So this is just in brief, sir.
Yeah. I will come back to you, sir, in a bit. We also have Shri Sanjay Goel, the Executive Director, Transportation Division from BHEL. Sir, please provide us very quickly with an update on the Vande Bharat project with Titagarh Rail Systems. What is the present status of that? And also, how can the suppliers connect with their company for participating in the project for component supply?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Goel. First, I would like to introduce about my company, BHL. As you know, we are in this rail transportation for the last 60 years. We have been the supplier for conventional electrics, for motors, transformers, and propulsion systems. From from equipment manufacturer, now we have graduated into a rolling stock manufacturer with this order of Vande Bharat, which we got in June 23. So I think this is a very milestone, very big milestone, which we have received from Indian Railways. And I'm very glad to inform you that we are very much on the time. We have got a 2 years deadline for that. We have to give the first prototype in June 25. And we have our partner for Mrs. Titagarh Rail Systems that is looking after majorly the mechanical parts. And we are the electric supplier, as electricity is our strength. So we are majorly supplying the traction motors, propulsions, transformers, electrics. So I would say that we have already developed our traction motor in Bhopal, and it is under now testing. We have already developed our transformer. Propulsion system is also under testing. And most of the bought-out items, like number of items are there, they have been ordered. And the progress is, I would say, it is well on path. And our partner, Titagarh, also, he has tied up with all the major designers. The design is also ready. There has been certain small changes by Indian Railways. Now, initially the order was for a 16-car train. Now they have given us a letter saying that it has to be 24-car. So the model, the composition has changed. So we are in discussion with Railways, and we hope to settle the layout and all these things. Now it has some small modifications are being done, but we are very much sure that we'll meet the timelines.
How does your strategic partnership with HIMA Middle East FZE enhance BHEL's offering in the railway signaling business? And what specific advantages does this collaboration bring to BHEL's projects with Indian Railways?
I think that's this again is a very breakthrough partnership which we have done with Mrs. HIMA, we call it, HIMA Germany. And as the gentleman had asked about the safety coverage question, presently there are only 3 approved manufacturers, and there are 5 to 6 manufacturers under development category coverage. We are also under development category. So we have tied up with Mrs. HIMA for its hardware. They are one of the major players who provide the hardware for these coverage systems. So they would be giving us the hardware, and we will be developing the software part on our own. So that also we have got a development order from RDSO in August 23. So RDSO has given us a 2 years deadline. So by August 25, we have to develop our prototype. So I think the railways, as you all know, it has got a very ambitious target. By 2029, it wants to convert around 20,000 kilometers into coverage, because that's becoming a major concern. So it is also helping us so that we can also move fast. So we are moving very fast on this coverage platform with HIMA.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for your views, for your wonderful suggestions, and we all hope within a few minutes we'll know the highlights of the railway budget, which should be equally encouraging and inspiring as your views which you have just put up. Over to you, Ms. Sapna, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for that wonderful session we had.